Welcome to today's training, and today we are talking about an irresistible offer. So, how to sell anything to anyone with an irresistible offer. To be honest with you, if there was only one marketing hack you'd take from this course, take this one. Because it's not even that important whether you are advertising or doing your organic social media or doing your email marketing. If you know how to create an offer, and if you know how to put that offer in front of the eyes of the other people, you will never have problem of generating demand for what you've got to sell ever again. Okay, so this is that important, that if there is only one thing you want to take, this would be the irresistible offer, creating something that is so much attractive that people are going to hand you money, hand you their details, etc. So let's define what that offer means. It's basically like a handshake. So when we are asking for someone for their money or their email address or their attention, and we are given in return something that we've got, and that thing that you've got should be attractive enough for that somebody to take an action, or in other words, initiate that exchange, especially if they see that, like, let's say you've sent an email, you've put an ad up, and somebody should be attracted enough to take an action, to actually do something about it. Okay, and therefore your offer should be of a greater value that what they have to give in exchange, of greater value than what they have to give in exchange. So if you're asking for an email in exchange, then you give some kind of a file which would be really valuable. They would see value and they will have no problem in trusting you with their email, okay, person's email. And at the same time, it should look like normal, not spammy, because otherwise, if it's unbelievable, people will not just buy it into it. Okay, an offer is taking things and also sometimes combining them together. It could be one thing as well by itself. And it's not just, quite often the offer is perceived as discounting, but it's not discounting all the time. It can also be bundling and actually building value and bringing the value up. Okay, so what offers you could try? First of all, we've tried numerous offers, and what have worked really well is really simple. So for group classes, we tried the free class, and in many areas it worked incredibly well, and we've got a really good amount of leads for low dollars. So we will talk about the dollars later, but so far I could say that free class is a simple no-brainer offer that generates a lot of interest, traffic to your page, as well as to the lead form, like filling out the details. For the online group classes, we've noticed that when we were running just the free class, sometimes it's not enough. It really depends on what areas you're trying. At the moment when I'm recording this course, some states are still in a lockdown, and that means that people might be really bored at home, so it could be the possibility that even free class works if you offer that. But in other circumstances, you need something on top, like offer them a guide or additional one-on-one 15 minutes assessment, or even go into a larger offer, like try then 3 week, 2 weeks, up to 1 month. Okay. With the gyms, it's a very kind of mainstream offer, 5-10 days free trial. You can attend as many sessions as you like, and that works well. It pulls people from Facebook really well, or a free online 5-day program with group support. So if you're doing your gym or any similar kind of service online, then it could become the same 5-10 days program with online and group support. And then you could also try giveaways. They work really well. One of the examples, there could be numerous giveaways on whatever you want to give away. It could be something like the first prize is 1 year membership, second prize 6 months membership, and the third prize is 3 months membership. It's just an example. You don't have to do any of those offers. You need to create your own offer, but I'm just telling you what works currently and what I can see as a trend in the industry where it's still at this stage. So why do you need, some people, some of my clients would refer to me and say, like, why do I need to give things for free? Like, I'm only looking for the freebie seekers. And I would not really agree with that statement, because it really depends on what stage of the journey you are in your business. If you've been in business for the past 10 years or more, likelihood that you have a quite large database which consists of at least a few thousand of emails and quite large following on social media is much bigger than if you've started like in a journey of 1 to 3 years being in business. So if you are in the beginning of the journey, or if you for some reason have not collected your database, the time is now. Start building your database. So don't be afraid of giving away some things for free, even if people just use it to try you out, and don't take any action. So one of the important things, for example, for the places for group classes like local gyms and local studios, what we can see that the most important thing is to pull those people from social media into an actual place, to take that particular step. Once they've been in the place, it does not really matter whether they are going to take an action now and whether they're going to buy something immediately. In many cases it's a longer nurturing, but once they've been through the door, is a complete change in the relationships. With the online, it's a little bit difficult because you will have to retain them by constantly working on your retention programs, but still the same applies. Once they've been with you, they've learned how to use your systems, how to log in, how to get into Zoom, how to feel comfortable about it and things like that. You still have this high likelihood that they will stick with you rather than go and try find out something else. Okay, so don't be afraid. You are here to build your database, and along with your database you will be building awareness and interest into your brand, and people will start, with the time, people will start remembering who you are. And at the same time, after some time, when you build a decent database, which will consist, like, let's say, of 1,000, 2,000 people, what you will be able to do, you can use this data, and this is brilliant, this is most important. You have the data, you own that data, because on the terms and conditions with Facebook, when we do lead generation, these people have agreed to exchange data with us. In an ethical manner, we can use this data to keep communicating with these people via email, unless they decide to unsubscribe from us, communicate with them via text messages, messengers, so have a multiple points of touch, as well as build custom audiences and lookalike audiences on Facebook, and we will be going through audience building in the course. And what that tells you is that Facebook, we will just say, hey Facebook, I've got all the list of those people who are interested in my services. Can you show it to them, as well as show it to people who are very similar to those who I have in my database? Okay, so when you're giving something for free, sometimes it may look like, but I'm not getting anything back. In fact, yes, monetarily you might not getting your money back immediately, but you are building. So this is your building stage. And in many cases, big companies with even like big history in the industry, they will still prefer to do that and to keep building their database. So what is important to take into account? It's important that usually this kind of offer doesn't take too much of your time, attention, or financial commitment, but it still gives value to someone else to go and do something about your offer, okay, to go and try. When I'm talking about doesn't take time, attention, and financial commitment, what I mean is for the local group classes, giving away one free class probably is not going to affect you too badly unless you have really big restrictions on the numbers at this stage, and you're already up to a capacity. Then you have to think about other strategies. If you still have capacity, you haven't filled those classes and you're paying instructors for doing their work, so it's much better to give something for free so that more people attend the class. Okay, so I hope this does make sense for everybody else in terms of capacity and how you fill it up. So next one, you can also go with the paid offers, but I need to warn you in advance. You see, the biggest understanding about social media and advertising on Facebook and Instagram in particular is that people are on Facebook and people are on Instagram not because they want to see your ad. They are not there because they want to see your ad. People are there because they want to entertain. And Facebook really wants us to be there in a positive manner and to entertain people. So to continue the positive mood of social media, allowing people to stay longer on social media and enjoy it. So when you offer something for free, Facebook looks at it like, oh wow, people like it, people start clicking, people react on that, they just do the comments, like and shares and all that kind of stuff, and Facebook instantly thinks, wow, I'm gonna reward it. And this is where you get a lot of free exposure, so you are not paying money for your advertising because Facebook is doing that for you for free, because you've decided to show your goodwill and give something away. All right, when you do the paid offers, I wouldn't say that they don't work. They do work, they still do, but there will be much less interaction from those who will see your posts. Okay, and what we've tried and what worked well, for example, we've tried any of the intro offers and they've been different, like 7 for 7, 14 for 14, 30 for 30, you name it, 50 for 30. For the group studio classes, group class studios, we've tried challenges where we package up the offer like into some amount of money, and then we give like 6 weeks challenge plus access to this plus this plus this plus this. We'll talk about it in a minute. Discounted class packs such as like 5 classes for $25, which is a no-brainer offer, like you see, it's really attractive. Or charity events where people on Facebook, yes, they are supposed to pay some dollars, but they understand that the money go into charity and therefore they're willing to pay. In exchange, you are getting those clients who have paid money. They are not freebie seekers, so it's a little bit better method of selection. And I could say that in the beginning you will only have one offer, but in the end of the day you will have to be constantly looking for a better offer. You will be changing your offers. It's a process of finding what works for you. Alright, so basically we want to also think about how we could package that offer. So an irresistible offer, which could be like a free class to go and try something out, but if on top of that we say that we attach some sort of a guide, such as weight loss guide or a calorie and a calorie tracker plus a free class, and we bundle them together as an offer. Okay, so it becomes a stronger offer. If you, for example, launched your free class offer and for some reason it does not seem to pick up, doesn't seem to generate enough interest, you will need to go back into the packaged offer and create a stronger offer by offering something else. Sometimes when you don't have time and you don't want to waste your time, you can just say free class, or if you're a gym, 5 days free plus a one-on-one assessment, something like that. Don't give away things like free session, one-on-one, I mean free one-on-one session, because that's gonna take a lot of your time. Like if you work as a PT, it's gonna take a lot of your time, and unfortunately in many cases you will be converting less than 30% of those who have tried. This is just the statistics. People will try you. It doesn't mean that they were a freebie seeker, but for some reasons they might, change their mind after trying and things like that. So unless you're really good at signing up people after that, you could convert them at 50%, but still you have to be careful about what you're giving away in terms of time and effort and money it costs you. Sometimes we have clients with the high ticket offer, and I want to just briefly touch it. Most likely when you have a high ticket offer, I would highly recommend you to work with us one-on-one as an agency, because selling your high ticket offer is a little bit more trickier than selling your normal gym memberships and class passes. But I just wanted to bring you an example. For example, you want to sell your PT training or yoga or dance teacher training, things like that. So the normal cost, you say in your advertising that this is product and that the cost is this. Payment terms, you can think about the early bird discounts or 3 monthly installments of a little bit larger amount than 3,000 altogether. Then you can think about the discount and put it on sale, really to generate a lot of interest very quickly. You don't have to go as deep as this, but we have clients who've done that and they were quite successful in the response and sign up quickly a lot of students. And then you go into the bonus, and with the bonus you can say, well, as a bonus you can buy a certification course or get a business blueprint for personal trainers. Think about what bonus you, or even not to buy, I wanted to say here that you get the whole access to the whole course of something else plus this, so we're giving bonuses to this, and then bundle it up. If you sign up, you can get access to this and this for as little as that, if you want to even include the upsell in there. And then risk reversal, if you can. Sometimes it's really important because what if not everyone is offering that in the industry, but you can think about offering free trial periods or things like money back guarantees, which most of us probably wouldn't dare, but still think about what kind of risk reversal you can give, at least 7-day money back guarantee or something like that. And then always put an urgency, so letting them know that the price comes back to normal after this period of time, in 7 days or something, when we get 5 students, only 5 students will be accepted at this price, and then the price goes up. And then maybe think about some sort of a cause, like a charity. And here we go. So when someone gets an offer in front of their eyes, they already see it like a whole bundle. All right. So the next thing, although we will cover that in a separate video, I just wanted to quickly touch base here. Especially if you're doing online, you need to understand that you have to be so unique. You have to stand out from everybody else in the crowd, and the best way to identify the points that you can go with is to go and do the research. So I will teach you exactly how to do the research in the other video, But today, if you have time, I really would highly recommend the book called Ask by Ryan Levesque. And what we will be doing is we will be researching and understanding pain points of our customers, their fears, their dreams, their desires. So once we know that, it's much easier to even bundle that offer a little bit more. For example, when we are talking about challenges, or even sometimes when we work with the high-end gyms. So with the challenges, if this is a particularly weight loss challenge, you know how hard it is and how competitive the niche is with regards to the weight loss in general. But when you know your customers a little bit better, you can use that in packaging, that information in packaging your offer. Or if you're a high-end gym who the gym that specializes, like for example in functional training, and you know all those details a little bit better, you can also package it a little bit better by understanding your customers really well. So your initial offer is recommended to just go with a simple one, because the objective of the course is to just really quickly get you into something rather than, you know, start researching. But this is an additional information because you already know, you filled out the form and you've already gone through those questions and started thinking. So you may go back into your form and read it again and understand it a little bit more if you need to. Now, a very interesting part of the course, you might be wondering now, so how do I actually create an offer that stands out from everybody else's? And you do need it sometimes. Sometimes just a free class is a fine intro offer, and sometimes you want to go a little bit further. So let's cover this today. The first and the most important and a very easy tool is the Facebook Ads Library. So I'll just quickly show you. I've just actually went on this page, and sorry if you're the owner of this page, I just went into the random page, and basically this is something I really like. Ashtanga Yoga Center of Toronto, and we could see, like, we could go into the page and we could investigate a little bit. For example, they already have a really nice giveaway offer on their page. And they have quite, you know, large number of likes and followers, very healthy. But when you scroll the page, you can see that here is a page transparency somewhere. So we just need to click on this, see all. And we can see that ads from this page. It says that this page is not currently running ads. Which is fine. We'll just go and click there, and we will wait until it opens. And once it opens, we actually will get into what is called Facebook Ad Library. So you can see here Ad Library. So with the Ad Library, what I've done just before recording this video, I've just searched for yoga, and I actually selected anything that came, you know, into my mind, which is Yoga Go in this space. And you can see what they're doing as an advertising. So currently they are running that many ads, and that already can give you a lot of idea of what you could be doing as an advertising on Facebook. Okay, and you can search for everything else, like anything that you want to be doing or offering. And sometimes we search cross niches, so if we advertise for yoga, we could still search them on gyms and just see what's on offer there. Another really good place to go is Groupon. So with the Groupon, you just put in whatever you want to search. Like in my case, I put boxing, and then usually a lot of nice decent offers come up that you could use, and they're packaged for you as well. Of course, I'm not suggesting that you just take and copy someone else's offer, but you think for yourself on how you could position, what sort of image you could be using for yourself. Just notice which ones stand out to your eye, which ones you are attracted to, and research the offers pretty much, which would help you to package your offer a little bit better. And another tool that I wanted to share with you today is basically go into Google and type in something like AdSpy I'm currently not using AdSpy, so I can't show you, mainly because we already seen all the offers and we're not really interested in the ads and how they look like, but you can sign up for any of those. This one is even free, and you can do up to 5 queries and just see what comes up, or you can sign up for just the basic plan and do some research on current offers and current ads. And let me go back to my PowerPoint, and I just want to say that the most important thing is this: create a swipe file. So when you do this research, please keep in mind that this is a time to start really at least doing the print screens and things like that, and sometimes copying things. I'm using Trello as a tool to copy a lot of copy if I like. It does not depend on whether that copy is directly related to what I'm doing, but if I like the wording, then I copy it to my swipe file. Plus I take the screenshots and put them separately into Google Drive folder so that I can access them later and just look at visually how things look like. So these things will help you to do that in the future. Just move this up. And now this is the end of what we've been talking about today. So now it's time to craft your offer. It should be really simple, quick to test, easy to implement, and at the same time attractive and irresistible. So please let me know what's your offer. Just send me an email, communicate with me in some way, and tell me what is your offer. I want to know what you decided is the most attractive thing for you and what you want to try. Alright, that's it for today. Bye for now, and see you next time.